see the overhead, it's 100, left and right, all 100. That's basically how you do your panning. So when you record everything or when you listen to it, it sounds totally different. So let me play now and let's see how everything sounds when we do all this panning. Let's go and play. Hey, yeah. So guys, that's how you do your panning. The volume is up to you, right? I think it would be better if I can show you exactly how I do send the reverb and how I do send the delay on my live stream, because I've seen a lot of time on Yamaha DM3, there's a lot of confusion how people, they don't know how to send everything from the live stream. Thank you again for joining me, guys, and welcome to Creative Room 365. This is the place where you'll learn everything from scratch. And I have with me right here Yamaha DM3. And today we're just gonna go and learn basically the basics things about live stream. Today we're gonna do a live stream on Yamaha DM3 because a lot of you guys do stream on social media or stream in your church or in any venue, but somehow it's missing some ingredient. So I'm gonna break down exactly what's missing on the live stream, and you're gonna think that I was lying, but this is true. Because what's missing on your live stream, first of all, is the kick. The kick is missing on your live stream. The bass is missing on the live stream. And what we got also, it's that the vocals is not clear enough on your live stream, especially when you come to the lead vocals. You got instruments, something like cymbals is always bleeding on the live stream so much, and you got the electric guitar is bleeding a lot. Something is missing on the live stream. So I'm gonna show you just a little bit. It's a secret that most people, they don't know. I've learned this and I've tried this multiple times, and just to show you exactly how everything works. So let's go, and then I'm gonna show you everything I do my live stream. So first of all, I got my camera here with me, and just forgive me if I can go back and show you exactly how my stuff looks. So let me play this music and you can listen to it, how it sounds. So I'm gonna play my computer. I already EQ everything, but we're just gonna learn how to balance how your live stream is gonna sound and how you want your sound to come out on the live stream, not in the front of a house. In the front of a house, it sounds so good. But when you go to the Livestream Buses, it's really, really bad. There's a lot of things missing. So let me play and let's listen to it. Hey, yeah. You got the kick, I said, the snare, and the bass, right? So we listen to how it sounds. So now we're gonna go down and let me show you exactly how I send the sounds to my live stream. Let's think about this. On the Yamaha DM3, if I show you here, we got the vocals. So let's go back first and see the vocals, how the vocal looks like. This is how your vocal looks like. You can see here, when you press that, basically this is your center where you can send everything from left and right, correct? So what we're gonna have to do is learning how to center everything in good way, how to send everything to pan. We call it panning. How we're gonna pan everything from left to right, from right to left. So the vocals is always in the middle. Well, you can see my acoustic here. My acoustic looks different. If you look, I got the panning to left 40. If we look at electric guitar, the electric guitar also is all the way, the left is 100. And if you go to the right, oh, it's not all the way to 100. Why? It's because I want to make sure all the guitar is on one side, the keyboard is in one side, not in one side, basically, like we're going to make it like this, something like this. Something like this, right? So that way it's not in the middle, right? This is going to be your vocals. This is going to be your kick. This is going to be your snare over here. And everything else, the symbol is going to be left to right. The keyboard can be here. The electric guitar can be like this or like this. So that way you do not look foolish. What we do is we go to online, you listen to sound, everything is in the middle. The keyboard is here, the kick is here, the snare is here, the tom left is here, tom right is here, overhead it's here, room microphone is here, everything is in the middle. And when you listen to it, it sounds really, really bad, even though the EQ is good. It's because you gotta learn how to pan, guys. When you do panning, it has to be totally, totally different. So that's why you can see mine here. It looks like this. We go to keyboard. You can see the keyboard over here, right? Let's just do it like this so we can see it clear. The panning, it's over here, right? We see my keyboard right there. And if you look at the right, you can see how the right looks over there. You can see it. And then we go to bass. Bass is always in the center. So right there, it's in the center. And the pad is in the center. We go to kick. If we do the kick over there, the snare, it's in the center. And we see now if we go to my rock tom, you can see it's all the way in the 30, left and 30. And if you see my float tom, it's in right 15. You see the overhead, it's 100, left and right all 100. That's basically how you do your panning. So when you record everything or when you listen to it, it sounds totally different. So let me play now and let's see how everything sounds when we do all this panning, right? Let's go and play. Hey, yeah. So guys, that's how you do your panning.